I had to go to summer school.
Really get up at nice.
But
you can have a taste if you want.
yeah,
If
I
you're up
did
for it.
3 years of religion class, and I tried to tune it out as much as possible, but you learn a bit or two.
No, I don't think you should tune it out. You should listen to it and see what it has to say.
No, but like at
But as
that
soon
point in
as
his
it-
life, he wasn't ready.
Well, no,
for sure.
and
all right. Yeah, I
it
mean,
wasn't. Here's the cross, swallow it. It actually mapped out. They touched most of them. It was world religion, so you were studying all the religions out there and comparing them.
That's
and
a
seeing
good.
common
That's
ties.
a
It
good
was,
one.
It was
I
actually
like
a pretty
that
solid
shit.
approach to it,
Yeah,
to be
that's-
honest. When I say, oh, I had religion class, everyone's like, oh, so you just sat around and prayed for an hour a day every,
That was mine.
5 times a week, and it's like. We did, some prayer, some meditation, like that. The prayer was longer in that class than any other class, but every class you went, and there was just the prayer to begin the class, or like the morning prayer, But yeah, it's studying religion's not a bad thing.
No, not at all.
I studied all of them. I think
Yeah.
most of them are pretty good.
I just think there's a weird 1984-ness to the sort of the Bill Maher, Sam Harris kind of.
Bill Nye?
No.
Bill Maher.
I think
Bill Maher.
the Bill Maher.
The science guy?
Yeah, that's sort of
Is-
like this sort of like
Well,
he-
know,
like better than thou.
He's
kind
he's
of-
a little
he's
bit
your
cocky,
friend.
Yeah.
but I don't
He is-
think it's 1984. He's trying to resist the 1984. Just
Yeah,
my opinion. You know what I mean?
I hope
But he's
so.
doing it in a totally he's gay, right?
I don't think so.
I think
No.
he is.
Bill Maher? I don't think he is.
Bill
doesn't
Maher,
matter.
the science guy.
No,
Bill,
I don't
Jesus,
think he is
man.
either.
Do you know any topics? Let's.
No, video games. That's about
Hold
it.
up, hold up.
Video games and muscle
We're
cars.
buzzing.
Let's
Well,
buzz him
Mando. Okay, Mando. So, what is your favorite level in?
Can I ask you a favor? Can you grab me? There's on the bottom shelf of the fridge.
Cyanide pill.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god.
You got 2, right?
Yeah, he needs to.
Yeah, right.
He-
Yeah, no.
I've tried to take him down before.
Oh my god, are you going to do crush another Bud Ice right now?
Hey, we've got.
We don't
don't
shame.
judge.
We don't judge.
At
We
least
don't
he's
judge.
knowledgeable
Yeah.
about multiple
Let me climb
topics.
up on my cross,
Yeah.
and I'll be
Start
good.
another topic.
No disrespect to your god. Of all gods,
Didn't feel
in
any.
America, your god is by far my favorite because I'm surrounded by him.
He's pretty lit.
But when I hear people that went to jail for bombing an abortion clinic, and then while they're in jail saying, Jesus told me to circumcise myself with this rusty, fucking
Yeah.
bag of wine thing. I'm like, whoa, wait a second.
Counter approach to that.
Not even counter approach. That's mental illness. That's not.
Oh no, I was
a
gonna say
religious
like
religion.
one out, like 3 out of every 10 people are fucking morons. That guy was a fucking moron. You're gonna find a lot
But he
of
has
people.
such a fan club for blowing up an abortion clinic.
Yeah,
because-
but I mean, look at you've got Black Lives Matter and Antifa, who are the most progressive ideals you could possibly think of, and you've got guys throwing acid on people and doing crazy. Black Lives Matter is screaming, "What do we want? Dead cops? When do we want them now?" That's fucking stupid, dude.
Hey, ACAB is a solid statement.
What?
All cops are bastards.
No, it's not, man. It's fucking not. It's all
In my experience.
I know a
Pretty
lot of
not.
cops.
Yeah, my friends from my
most of them
platoon
are pretty chill guys. They just have. I think I can actually explain why most cops come off as assholes.
Well, because they're always paranoid. Yeah, I get that.
That's exactly what I was about to talk about. They're
Right.
paranoid of people shooting them and shit. I have a lot of East LA cop friends.
Yeah. Well, and the training that you go through as a police officer, it has
It's not
nothing to do.
encompassing.
No, it doesn't have to do with profiling so much as having a tactical
Statistics.
approach to diffusing
Yeah.
any type of violence. So a lot of times they're taking a stance because they see it's like a chess match. If you're really
Yeah.
good at chess, you're thinking 2 moves ahead, 3 moves ahead, 4 moves
You
ahead.
also shouldn't have some Bob who's also really not accustomed to stress. Then he gets thrown in a situation.
that's-
We should have fucking semi-soldiers.
Well, that's my guys
No,
from
no,
my
no.
Yeah.
all my friends from my old platoon.
Buddhists.
A bunch of from my old platoon, they're all cops now. And people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't have veterans be cops." I'm like, they're way more chill.
They're
'Cause
so
we
chill.
have way more training than cops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
But that I agree with. But what about ones with PTSD or something?
You obviously they psych test for
Yeah.
being a cop. You have to pass that.
yeah.
They don't. Okay, what about the cop? Okay, I'm sure they do, but you don't think that test is a little Oh yeah, no, it's
I think a
fun
lot of
fast.
stuff could be
I
up.
would
It's just like millionaire housewives that go, I have stress, and they're like, here's your giant fucking thing of Xanax. Enjoy it.
Fuck!
Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Damn it.
Sorry, she likes you. That's what that means.
I love we're talking about pizzas.
So I think we touched
Shit.
base we touched base a
Sorry.
pretty good
No, it's
portion on religion.
Mhm.
There's no wrong answers. We touched base on law enforcement, not so much the justice system, but have you guys heard of this South Dakota court case that came out
Oh, God,
in the
no.
last week or two?
Tell me.
So
yeah.
there was an employee of a donut store.
This is.
I heard about it.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but so this employee of a donut store, he got fired. I don't know the reason why. It's a donut store, you know, shouldn't be that big of a deal. But
with cops.
he was a little butthurt, and he decided he was going to go back and rob the place. You know, like we've all had that job where it's like, man, I'm going to throw a brick through someone's windshield. You know,
And
whatever.
He decided to go for it.
Yeah, so he went in to rob the place, you know, I don't know. And there was a younger dude working at the donut store he didn't account for. I'm guessing it was not a tactical approach because, you know, you're robbing a donut store with a knife. Long story short, one of the younger employees was on his break and he came out as he was, you know, the guy was doing in the
Doing
act.
his thing, yeah.
Surprised him out of fear, shanked the young worker, stabbed him. Guy died, right?
Yeah.
Murder. Guy goes to jail, life in prison, right? No big deal. Happens all the fucking time. People
Murder.
fly off the handle, they lose their cool, they kill someone. Yeah. Yeah, unless it's self-defense, you know,
Yeah.
and even self-defense, I don't think you should kill
Stabbing
someone
someone,
unless,
yeah.
but stab the guy to death.
Anyway.
Went to trial. So this happened apparently 20 years, and then finally the trial. I don't know all the ins and outs, but what I do know is the recent ruling. So it went to a jury, and the guy happened to be homosexual, and the jury had to decide what's the right sentence. Typically, it would be life in prison without parole.
Yeah. Should be.
In South Dakota, they determined that
Sexuality.
since the suspect, the murderer, was indeed homosexual, sending him to a life in prison at an all-men's prison
Would
facility
be good for him.
would be somewhere he wanted to be, would be a place he enjoyed.
Would be a humane.
No, Berto.
No, humane.
Humane.
So instead of giving him life in prison without parole, they deemed the death penalty would be just. So plenty of people have murdered someone, spent life in prison, wrote books, had actually somewhat of a positive impact on society.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people who turn their life around. Fortunately, they can't get out
Yeah.
because they
They done something.
they owe a
unbreakable.
debt to
Yeah.
society.
Guys, we got-
Unfortunately,
We can't all talk at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta talk like one after. Sorry.
Right.
so
I need to let my dog out. Excuse me, sir.
the jury concluded life in prison would not be a just death. It would not be a just sentence because he would enjoy that prison lifestyle, him
Yeah.
being a gay man in an all-men's prison.
That's really
So
fucked.
because he was a homosexual, they concluded that the death penalty would be the right decision.
That's pretty backwards, man.
Yeah, that's ultra backwards
Dude,
thinking.
you could. If I went to prison with like supermodels, it would still be hell on earth. Like prisons suck.
Need stuck in the cell.
It's horrible.
Especially if you, well, say you were, I don't know, that's a little different with supermodels, but even if you're getting gay sex and it's not consensual,
It's rape.
yeah, it's
You're
rape.
getting
It's
raped.
not fun for him.
No, that's
either
so,
way.
That's inane thinking. It's crazy.
Yeah, like,
Is that
and, no,
real?
and then they just
I
decided,
shit you not.
yeah.
You can
No,
feel
no.
free to look it up right now.
No, yeah.
It,
That's exactly. I was
it
like.
literally happened
sorry,
within
I'm
the
wrong.
last 2 weeks.
What are the 3 basic things you need to enjoy a good
Your
life?
face just says something's fucked right now.
No, he's always up to something. He
No.
always is
No.
spinning it to where he can.
No, think about it.
Do I need to pay for your answer?
Just say your mean thing.
Bro,
Just go
this-
for
no,
it.
no,
Just
that's
think
the
about
men
it.
speak. That's men speak.
Just think about it. What are the 3 basic things you need to enjoy a fruitful life?
Shelter.
You need shelter. You need to have an intimate relationship.
Wow.
You need food.
You don't
So-
need an intimate relationship.
Or
Everyone's brain
monogamous.
is different. Everyone's brain is
So what
different.
better
There's,
Everyone
place?
said that.
What better place for a man that's homosexual, that has life in prison, to enjoy monogamous relationships.
Well, it's
Dude,
not
prison
monogamous.
With other inmates.
sucks.
It's not monogamous.
Have you ever
He's gonna
been
be
to prison,
passed around
Randall?
like a.
With
Have
all
you
the
tried
drugs,
the food?
with all the drugs you can handle and sex.
What drugs in prison?
Yeah.
Berto, I
What
don't
kind of
think you're on the same
connections do
page
you
with
think
us.
you
got
just
some
pop in
condom
there?
Fucking whatever the
You
hell.
So
think you
think
suck
that-
one
you think
dick
he
and you
deserves
get drug
death?
connections?
When
no,
other
no,
people
No,
no,
that's what I'm saying. I think
That's
they
hate.
they
Sorry, guys.
concluded on the wrong decision. I don't think
They
you
gave
should
him the death
sentence.
penalty, right?
Right.
I don't think you should sentence someone. You shouldn't end their life solely based on their sexual orientation.
You're
Or
right.
what you
If
think
it
that
was a-
brings.
If it was a straight guy, he would have ended up with life in prison.
Yeah,
Maybe
he would have hated it.
Maybe he has a couple family members who give him a guitar, and
So that's our justice
learns-
system. Is like you go to prison because you're gonna hate rape. And that's your penalty.
A little bit. A little bit.
I'm
That's
sorry,
part
I'm
of
just
it.
trying to
That's
see
definitely
it
part
from
of
the
it.
judge's eyes, and I agree with the judge.
You think just because the guy is homosexual, he should be killed instead of sentenced to a life in prison? He's not going to
Maybe not
interact.
killed, but like he, you know,
That's
he-
what
That's
happened.
what the death penalty is.
okay. Well,
Someone
then
died.
he died
Yeah,
already.
No,
he's-
no, I don't.
like-
It's going to go up to the Supreme Court.
Oh, but yeah, it's.
Well,
so,
I see his point of view, but I don't agree with it. But still, you know, it's like
When you say his, I don't think you're interpreting. It was a jury. 12 people
No, it was just.
collaborated.
where in North Carolina,
South Dakota, as I mentioned 3 or
South
4 times.
Where?
South Dakota's a
They're
big
like, we're
mess.
not just gonna take
South
this guy's
Dakota.
life
It
away.
might have been East Dakota. I think
And
it was
seal
East
him.
Dakota.
Did you just say
Oh,
South
East
Dakota's a
Dakota.
myth?
I said it's a meth community.
Oh.
Oh, well, there you go. A judge
I
on
thought
that
you didn't
is all
believe in
Bim
South
Bam
Dakota. That would be the
Vangle,
best
you know, squid
conspiracy
bellies
theory.
are.
Well, no, I read in the article they had some quotes from.
And what has he got in his mouth?
Bottle cap.
In the article, they had some quotes
Bottle
from
cap.
the jury, and they said, you know what? Here in South Dakota, this is a farmers' community, and we're a little grossed, a little weirded out by them
How-
queers.
Fuck.
How can they be weirded out? They fuck goats and sheeps and cows and shit. Like, no joke. Like,
Hey, but none of them had a dick on.
Well,
them.
hey, to lighten the mood, do you guys know why Scotsmen wear kilts?
Sheep can't hear zipper.
Exactly.
Look, let me say this. I'll
Well, how
say,
do you know this?
Dog, I'm from Europe.
Okay.
he's Italian. They were Celts.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Oh.
what are you gonna say?
we fuck sheep.
Let me say this. I spend so much time obsessing over like far left shit because I get annoyed by it, and I totally forget that there's far right shenanigans too. Like that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So I need to be more aware of that because I get super obsessed about far like stuff getting crammed down your throat, you know, and like
Everybody right now is all anti-libtard and this and
Right,
that. And I'm
right.
like, you know what? All right, yeah, a little girl that cries because they got mud flung on them, fuck them. But
Yeah.
like some guy who's gonna lock up somebody because of
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
or kill him because of some shit.
Yeah.
Because it's patriotic or whatever. I'm sorry, Hitler. Like I thought this was America. No, I love this. Like I was surprised by the Canadians at the jacuzzi. They're all Trump is great. I'm like you know.
yeah, because that's a direct reaction of like all this stuff that's been going on.
Of
you
his
know what I mean?
shitty fucking job situations.
Yeah.
He's I'm a laborer. Oh, so you're not a skilled
Well,
laborer.
he was an oil.
No, but he was a laborer. He knew how to like sling the chain on, and like in Canada they have safety precautions for that, rather than like down here they're all sling it, and then your arm gets caught, and he goes what? And you're all now what? You know?
Use the other one.
No, exactly,
Your
yeah.
nickname's Lefty now.
Exactly. No, that's bullshit. But it's like you know, and he took his training and shit like that. But at the same time, it's like he called himself a laborer. I'm like, okay, I get it. You know what? He probably has a better grasp on a certain situation than a specified.
You're saying he's
Tradesman.
not that he's skilled, but he's not that skilled.
He's skilled, but he's not that skilled.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but-
he doesn't have the certificates to get him the money he needs, but he has the experience to let him bounce around. But since
Yeah.
he hasn't had the time or the whatever, since he's like on vacation for 3 months in America, or whatever the fuck, he hasn't put his time in to get the certificate or whatever that makes him go, look, I went from 18 an hour to 35 an hour.
Yeah.
Which he could have easily gotten. And in my, I don't know anything about Canada, so chime in anytime because I have no idea. But
I think Canada's a mess right now. I think Trudeau is. I mean, he's so focused on pleasing everyone that we're like, I don't know. I just don't
He's
like.
in the political system.
Yeah, it's the political correctness thing, man. I just get tired of it, man. I get it. When you hear about stories like that, you're like, oh, we still need it, but you just need it needs a balance.
it doesn't
You know
need
what I
a
mean?
balance.
Because he elected people in his cabinet according to their ethnicities. not how well they were qualified at the job.
Oh, well, so did Trump.
Like that, isn't that like racism in some ways? Like,
So did Trump. He's like, you're white, you're white, you're white, you're white, you're dumb, you're white. That's cool. Fucking, you agree with me that the environment, the climate is fake, right? Weather just kind of happens.
dude,
You got a job.
You're mistaking me. You think like I'm on board for Trump.
Not you.
I'm making
No,
a
no, no.
point about Trudeau. I'm
I
not
know.
saying-
No,
I
he wasn't. He was totally like complimenting what you were
trying
saying.
to-
There's a
Yes.
common thread
Yeah.
between
Yeah,
the two.
no, same thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the two guys are
He's
having
saying they
one
chose
happy-
people
When you
for
say
what
it's
they were.
racism,
It's
Right,
just-
right,
I
right.
think
I
there's
see
some
your point,
validity
yeah.
to
Yeah.
Ian's
It's just,
perspective
it's
as well.
just, it's just annoying, and I get like.
He's trying to include, and ours
And
is
that,
trying
like,
to be all.
no, I hear you
Sorry.
now. But I think the point I'm making is, like, we should be fucking terraforming other planets right now, like
No, we
Star
should be.
Trek, you know, and the progressive, the whole, like, stare down your nose at people and, like, oh, you don't know this or and all that, it sort of insulated people, and then you get a Citizen Kane like Trump. Like, that, it's a product of that, you know?
No, for sure.
Are you saying like
And
we
angry.
could be more focused on being one people, one unity, moving forward faster,
Right.
and getting to those planets but we're being held back by individuality.
Well,
No,
I mean, I don't know.
No,
I just,
like a
Borders.
lot more vague than that. Like
right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
I
you're on the
don't-
right track, new
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I definitely
So
don't
we
have
did
the
that.
answers. It's just fucking, it's complicated. But
Well, so circling back to the
divisiveness, I think,
South Dakota
you know?
court case, if that were to happen in San Francisco, just
Oh
in
my
California, there would be riots.
yeah.
The
Riots?
the entire state would be rioting.
There would be
Yeah.
like 4 prisons burned down and
But
prisoners
why aren't they?
running free. Because
Well, it was in South Dakota.
and it
yeah,
was-
all the jury
I never heard
hates
about it.
gay people basically. Statistically, I'll give them that.
Is it North or South Dakota where they have the like Harley rally every year?
Is that Glamis?
Maybe.
High kicks, eh?
Sorry, sidetracked by the high kick. So, no, not Glamis. No,
Glamis.
Is
Is that near North Dakota?
Yeah,
Glamis?
right there. No, they have a fucking Jesus Christ. The Harley fucking every year.
I know what you're talking about. I
I
can't
don't
think of the name.
The Harley ride. There's like,
Somebody look it up.
please, my phone is busy. But like, yeah, it used to be like a 1% get together, and now it's like anybody with a bike, come on in, and they're like, great. And, like the cool thing is you get to see a lot of elderly women with their tits doing this in the wind. And
Yes, finally.
Exactly. It's Sturgis.
Sturgis.
Okay,
I'm sorry, Glamis. It had the S at the end.
no,
yeah,
you're right.
Sturgis.
I should have cut it
Yeah.
sooner. Fuck. No, yeah, Sturgis. No, is that north or south?
That I don't know. I'm
Wonder what kind of force you could generate.